Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we have the Najdorf variation of the Sicilian defence. In the previous videos we have covered the classical variation and the dragon variation. So the dragon is where we play g6 and we fianchettoed this bishop, and black had a nice developed kingside and castled very quickly. And we did the classical variation where the knight came out to c6. Today we have the a6 variation, which is also known as the Najdorf variation. So, we open with e4, c5, knight to f3, and d6. So this is the Sicilian defence. And from here we have d4 and c captures on d4. Knight takes on d4, and knight to f6. Knight to c3. And the Najdorf variation is where we now play a6. So in the last video we covered c6 and g6, but today it's focusing on this main move of a6. So now from here we have bishop to e2, e5, and knight to b3. Bishop to e7, preparing to castle. And castles from white and castles from black, and we have bishop to e3. Bishop to e6, so developing this light square bishop. It has a very nice diagonal on this side of the board and this side of the board. Although this dark square bishop isn't really doing much, black still has the bishop pair because none of the minor pieces have been traded off yet. And along with white's bishops, they're quite strong along this diagonal and this diagonal, and same with the dark square bishop for white, very strong. So, from here we have f3 and h6, a4, and knight b to d7, queen to d2, so now both the rooks are connected along this first rank, and we have queen to c7, so letting these rooks being connected, and there could be moves such as rook a to c8, rook f to c8. And from here, we have a5, pushing forwards. Rook f to e8, so bringing the rook onto this e-file. And we have knight to d5, so either the queen has to move or give up the bishop, or take on d5. So the light square bishop takes on d5, and now the minor pieces are traded off. Bishop takes on d5, e captures on d5, and b5. So here you could en passant capture on b6, but the rook a to d1 move is played. You could get rid of this b pawn and this a pawn by playing the b6 captures move, but you've already played rook a to d1. So we're getting into the middle game from here, so the nice development of the pieces, the trade-off of one pair of the minor pieces, and white has still got the bishop pair, but traded off the stronger bishop, so that was the light square bishop, but still got this dark square bishop, and this knight is not all doing that much. It hasn't got really much freedom and much squares to go to, but this is a strong position for both black and white. And now we have rook a to c8, so going after this pawn and bringing some pressure on the c-file with doubled up with the queen and the rook, and both are connected, both the rooks. So hopefully you've enjoyed this video on the Najdorf variation of the Sicilian defence. This is the traditional line. Please remember to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching and see you soon.